Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh my god, I've got the stars in my eyes because tonight's the most memorable year in the life of all these beautiful stars.
All right, well, it was also the part when we break free because the pro dance was To Break Free by Ariana Grande.
And it was choreographed by Sharna. So you just know it was too sexy, no.
It didn't seem like that.
Well, I thought it did. They had a celebrity walkout. These celebrities have been through enough.
They can't be participating in the opening act.
That's right.
Dance
Only
number.
walkouts. It was too draining, emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Well, this is a big week for a lot of them with their emotional stories. This is always a tearjerker.
It's also a big week for all of us.
Yes.
Len is still away, doing
He's chilling
whatever.
in the UK.
And we are sitting in for Len. We're taking his spot, but we're not getting his freaking check.
That's too bad. All right, so all throughout the show, you were able to vote on abc.com to score the dances.
The fourth paddle.
Yeah.
Ow. All right.
So,
Janelle and Val were up first doing a Roomba.
now Janelle's year was 2002. This had significance for a few reasons. That was the year that she moved to LA from Hawaii.
Right.
And
I guess not long after, her inspiration, BJ, her vocal
first
coach,
vocal coach,
who really inspired her to move to LA, was sick and passed away. And she thought she had more time to go see her, and she didn't. And she passed away before she was able to see her.
that was sad.
That is so effing sad. All right, so they danced to How Will I Know? I don't know how I will know that all of this did not really fit a dance for her vocal coach.
I don't know, but I think maybe they were trying to stretch it like she was showing her passion and stuff. I don't know, but I thought it was pretty good.
It was pretty good, but I just didn't get the whole connection, but it was a 36, one of the higher scores of the evening. All right, well, Jonathan and Allison were up next.
All right.
Poor Allison, I'm just going to say that. They were doing a samba.
She's way out of her element here.
She's so in over her head right now.
Well, Jonathan wanted to give the fans what they've been wanting, which is a freaking Mean Girls tribute.
What?
So his year was 2004. I think he moved to New York City.
He moved to New York City before, but 2004 was
Mean
his
Girls.
breakthrough to Mean Girls. I can't believe his mom just drove him to New York City and dropped him off
Here's
with
some money. Bye.
All right.
So the dance started off with the good old which song is that?
Oh, I have some Christmas
I had it in
song.
my head and then I forgot.
It totally left my brain. But then it turned into My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard.
Yeah, I guess when they kicked the CD player, Tina
Right.
Fey wasn't there this time to join in on the piano.
Join in. All right, so it was a hot mess.
Jingle Bell Rock.
Yeah, this
Okay.
was not a samba.
Yeah, again, Allison looked really uncomfortable with this style too. So when she's uncomfortable, he's gonna be even more uncomfortable.
I mean, what he danced was okay.
I mean, this. I gotta say, all of the sambas tonight were missing good samba technique.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that they should have good samba technique because it's very difficult.
And it's early in the season.
Yeah, but
I thought the judges were overly harsh on this one.
I thought they were too. He got all 6s for a total of 24.
The actual F.
Come on, was it that bad? I thought there was gonna be some 7s in there.
Well,
crazy.
we're not only finding out about the celebs.
We got to
most
hear from
memorable
some of the
year.
pros too.
Some of them. I was a little surprised they didn't do all of them.
Well, maybe we're gonna hear.
No, we're
Oh wait,
not.
no, there's no result show.
So,
Okay.
Allison's most memorable year was 2008, and that was when she had her daughter Wesley.
Yay!
What a cutie.
Val's most memorable year was 1994 when his family moved to America.
They're coming to America.
Did you see that picture?
It was great.
With friggin' Max's long hair.
All right. Well, let's get back to it. Betsy and Tony were up next with a jive
Yes, and her year of choice was 1975.
when she had her daughter Lulu.
And then she got into some personal stuff about how her relationship with Lulu's father didn't work out, and she was like, I'm out of here. I'm a strong, independent woman.
I'm going to open up my own business designing dresses with bras on the outside.
All right.
And
Well-
it was a success.
Before they even danced, we found out they're in jeopardy this week.
Yeah, that's scary. Because she was like, in jeopardy? Tony, is it okay? Tell me it's okay, Tony.
All right, well, they danced a jive, like we said. Did we say that?
Yeah.
Okay, they danced a jive.
She was kind of distracted by the pretty lights, I
And the
think.
captain and Tennille!
There was not much jive going on there, and what there was, it was very slow
I feel
and
like
watered
she
down.
missed a whole section. She was just
She
staring at
forgot
what he
some.
was doing.
She said 98 out of 100. I said no.
I thought overall this routine was really cute.
It was fun.
There was some creative choreography in there.
Very
to kind
creative.
Of, you know.
Very
but
creative.
that freeze that she did was awesome.
No one's denying that she is flexible as F.
Not just flexible, but like,
Acrobatic.
yeah.
She must have taken acro when she was a
She
kid.
must have. Gymnastics, something.
Yeah. 29 for her. Good for you, girl. You go get it.
All right, you go, Glen Coco. All right, so then we heard about Tony's memorable year, 1998.
That's when he met his wife on a blind date and 4 hours later asked her to marry him.
Tony! When
Which
you
is-
know, you know.
Which is very similar to my situation in
This
my
isn't
most
about
memorable
you.
year, which would be 1982, when I met my husband on a blind date at the age of 17, and that night decided that that was the man that I was going to marry, and I did a year later.
All right.
All right, and we're still married 31 years.
Stop trying to hijack this! So next up, Bethany and Derek. Now, they got a special treat. They got to dance while Kobe Calais was performing live.
Wow, that is huge.
Right.
So,
So Bethany's memorable year is 2009 when she started making YouTube videos.
because she was bullied. Bullying sucks.
It does suck.
Nobody wants to think that they can trust somebody and then they can't trust somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a very emotional dance for just about everyone.
Well, it translated into a rumba.
But not much of a rumba.
What? If I didn't know that that was supposed to be rumba, I would never have guessed rumba.
You know, I felt bad for the bullying part, but that dance, it was kind of crap.
I don't know if it's like her ankle or foot or whatever's injured or what, but no.
Even Julianne rose up against her brother and said, "You suck."
But she got 8s from the judges and a 9 from America, which
For
gave them a total of
33.
33.
All right, now Michael and Emma's story.
In Jeopardy!
Oof.
This was another tearjerker.
It was a tearjerker. His year was 2001 when he, I guess, won NASCAR.
He won NASCAR? You mean like the 500?
The Indy 500?
He won NASCAR.
You're the win. You win NASCAR.
Yeah, so he wins NASCAR and he's like celebrating, popping champagne, and he's like, "Where's my friend Dale Earnhardt?" And then he finds out that he died during the race.
Oh,
That is so sad.
so horrific.
Mm-hmm.
So, that aside,
They danced a quick step to a song.
it was a quick walking step.
You're right. They danced a quick walking step to a song that he used to jam out with his friend.
Right. This was awkward at best.
You could tell though he was having a great time.
I don't know. He seemed kind of like
Well,
he wanted to have a great time, but he had
I mean,
an awkward
obviously
time.
it wasn't.
Yeah. It was a 25. That's what it was. America was kind.
I thought that was
with the
pretty
7.
fair.
Yeah. All right. Well, this next one, not a dry eye in the house,
Oh, this was
except for the judges,
heartbreaker. So Leah and Artem, her year was 2003.
right? And that was when her dad was dying of cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And she knew he basically had like 1 week left. So every
really
day that
rough.
week, it's ridiculously rough. they celebrated another holiday. Like,
That is a great idea.
It is a
fantastic.
fantastic. I was
really
thinking,
cool.
wow, I hope I'm never in that situation, but if I ever am,
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. So it really inspired her how to live her life, the rest of her life, you know, without him. So they had a contemporary, and it was to, of course, Dance with My Father, and it was fantastic.
It really was.
And I don't understand how the judges were not in tears.
Especially Carrie Ann. What?
She cries at a coffee commercial.
I don't get it at all.
And Julianne was crying at the bullying thing, and she wasn't crying at this. Do you hate your father?
I don't know, but Leah was great in this.
She really was. You know, she was amazing.
She's a real top contender.
She is. So they ended up with a 39. Tens from
America,
the judges.
come on!
Mark, what's wrong with you?
All right.
Got daddy issues?
Next up, Antonio and Cheryl. And his year was 1998.
He moved to the United States from Italy with his family. They decided, we're going. Our boy Antonio, he needs to do the acting.
He needs to do the Janet Jackson music video.
Wow, he got it.
Yeah, so they used
That was iconic.
that Janet Jackson song
Right.
for a samba.
And that was a difficult song to samba to.
I don't know. I don't think so, but
There was no bounce.
like I said earlier, all of the sambas tonight, the technique really was not there. It was like they friggin' ignored it. They were like, well, we'll just do what we want to do. So.
And he had no shirt. He was bare, but he was also a bear.
B-E-A-R, bear.
Stiff.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, if he's just uncomfortable or what, but he's very stiff.
He is very stiff. I don't know. Maybe he's just getting older.
I don't know.
29. He doesn't move the way he used to when he thrusts those hips out in those Calvin Klein underwears.
All right, so next up,
More of that.
Tommy and PETA, who
They're
are
in
also
Jeopardy.
in Jeopardy?
Yep. So his year was 2003.
This was pretty crazy.
He went to jail for selling bongs. Actually, he took bongs across the state line.
Yeah.
Since when's that illegal?
Always.
Okay.
So he got into it though with this story. He was like, yeah, and I know that they were gonna go after my son unless I turn myself in or whatever. Like whatever. I don't
That's
know.
where I learned how to tango.
It was crazy. He made a lot of jail jokes.
Sounds like campfire story.
Well, what are you gonna do when you're talking about jail? You're gonna dance a jive to Jailhouse
Jailhouse Rock. And
Why
it was
not?
a celebration of freedom. I'm free.
You know, he had a couple missteps in there.
Well, PETA the naughty cop threw him around at the
Oh
end.
my God, she really threw him on that last little part.
Surprised he didn't pop out his hip replacement.
I was
if
a
he
little
has one.
nervous on that one.
All right. Well, it was interesting. 28.
I'm just saying, he got a 28, and poor Jonathan with his 24.
I felt really bad for Jonathan this week.
I did
I think
too.
he really got a bum deal.
Yeah.
All right, Sadie and Mark. 2012 was her year.
Instant celebrity.
Hello, Duck Dynasty exploded out of nowhere.
It really did.
And all of her family were there, except I think her grandfather.
Yeah.
How ironic! And the story was
Well,
about
they
him.
really went into the story about how he said those controversial remarks, and then they were all standing behind him. They were like, maybe we won't do the show anymore.
Right.
And they're family.
They stick together. They're thick as thieves.
Yeah, so they had this cool samba routine.
It was super cool.
Yeah.
And there was lots of samba in it. Take note of us celebrities.
Marky Ballas was wearing the full
Duck
beard.
Dynasty beard. It was kind of cool.
They had all the guys in the family sitting on the porch.
Everyone
beginning.
in the entire world had duck calls. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, so as I said earlier, the technique. But
fun, though.
she was really getting down.
She
was
could
really
be
into
a
it.
really good dancer if
Yeah.
she had some training.
That was a lot of fun. It was creative.
Very
They
creative.
pulled it off.
37. Loved
All right.
it. They saved the best for last. Go for it.
I'm fine, so we're ready!
All right. Every year in the world was his year.
No,
I'm
you
just
said
kidding.
every year that he was part of Fresh Prince as Carlton Banks.
Do you guys remember? Wasn't he on that Ricky Schroeder show too? Is like Ricky Schroeder's best friend? I can't even remember the name of it.
I don't know, but he was talking about how he's got a love-hate relationship with Carlton, the character, because yes, it was so good to him for all those years, but then after it was over, he was trying to get more work, and everyone was like, oh, well, Carlton's not going to work for this role.
Hey.
He's Alfonso.
Same thing happened to Jaleel White. And I think
a lot of those characters, a lot of the Brady Bunch.
Exactly. That's exactly what his memorable year was too on when he was on Dancing with the Stars. So that's not always easy. You have all that success and then you have nothing more to do after that.
He's starting to really love Carlton again now that he's looking back. And
so am I.
Oh my gosh.
I was just watching a rerun while we were finishing up.
So this is the moment we've all been waiting for.
The jazz routine, the Carlton.
So they had the set all amazing with the stairs, and it was like the living room.
I know.
It was great.
They should just name a style of dance, the Carlton.
Well,
you know,
it's
like jazz, the Carlton.
Yeah, so obviously they danced to It's Not Unusual by Tom Jones.
Duh.
And it was all kinds of awesome.
It was so much fun. And it was technically amazing.
Even without the Carlton, it would have been an amazing dance.
Yeah, well, he's Broadway trained dancer. So, 40! You couldn't give him any less than a 40, and even America got it right. Good job.
It was great. All right, so let's get to the results.
The results are in.
We find out Tommy and Peta are safe.
That means it's either Betsy and Tony or Michael and Emma.
It's Betsy and Tony.
Tony, does that mean we're going to the Baywatch? I love her. Betsy, I love you.
So, Betsy and Tony, this is it. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Maybe you will get to dance with Tommy, Tony. You're both wearing jail stripes.
Yeah, because next week is the switch up.
I know. How exciting is that?
Should be exciting. Let us know in the comments who you want to dance together next week, and let us know who you like tonight. Who are your favorites? Who should go home?
I would love to see Antonio dance with Allison.
Okay.
They can be the A-team. Leave it in the comments.
I haven't thought about it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're so special. Till next time, much love.
Edit.